Alright guys, I think you know where I'm at. If you don't, I'm fishing at the Kenner Lakefront. Kenner, brah. So I'm gonna just kind of let my camera roll as long as I can, because my battery only lasts so long. There you see it. The water's a little choppy. I have a north wind, so I'm gonna have to cast into the wind. But I've been seeing a lot of people catching speckled trout on this side, so it looks like they kind of moved over this way. Not this particular area, so I'm gonna see if they're here where I normally fish. If not, I'm gonna kind of walk down that way. I know another little spot. And we're gonna try to find some trout. I only have about an hour to fish, so I'm probably gonna just fish real fast in different spots and just hop and move instead of what I normally do, and just kind of I typically just stay in one spot and work it real hard. But today we're gonna cast and move because I got to get back home. All right. Someone dumped a bicycle over here. So I'm gonna let you guys see all the stuff I go through when I fish out here. That's just a perfect example. You gotta navigate these rocks. Ooh, the water is clean today. It's a little choppy, but oh, there's a bunch of, okay, I'm seeing a bunch of bait already. So anyway, you gotta navigate all these rocks, which can be tricky. Some of them are loose, most of them are pretty packed in, but you still have to watch your step. Man, this looks promising. I see a bunch of bait. I'm gonna put a little shrimp pro cure on here real quick. As you saw on one of my shorts, I literally just made a bank fishing box. So now in my backpack, I have my one box. I have some leader material, pliers, and shrimp pro cure. Keeping it simple, guys, keeping it simple. As always, I have my Undertaker cork. I have marker 54 shrimp today. That's really been one of my go-tos. Just lather it on there. There it is. Don't be bashful. Redfish and drum, they're scent oriented. Redfish are more aggressive, but you can get into a black drum as long as you get some scent on it. But we're hoping to catch some speckled trout. So all I do, I fan cast. I work this whole section. And if I'm feeling really good about the area, I'll just stick around and just keep working it. But today I don't have the time to do that. But I'll work the whole bank line as much as possible without getting snagged. And I'll just spread it out. Sometimes they're way out there. Sometimes they're right here in the rocks. I've kind of gotten tired of hearing about it, but they have the Taylor Swift concert this weekend. So I'm assuming that's why there's so many planes leaving. All the people that came out here yesterday for the concert last night are heading out. And I'm sure there's going to be more people heading in. So when it's choppy like this, which I don't mind, I kind of like the heavy chop. They kind of hide you. But I like to pop that cork really hard to compete with all the other noises. That's a private jet. That's pretty cool. Maybe that's Travis Kelsey. He's probably like, peace, I'll see you later, girl, I got a game to play. Alright, if trout were here I would know it, so I'm gonna move on. I don't have much time to fish today, so we're gonna stick and go. That was levee police up there. People are catching a lot of fish out here as of late, but some people are fishing on the bridge, which you're not supposed to. So the police have been patrolling pretty heavy back here to make sure no one's fishing on the bridge. And as you can see, the water was pretty high up here not too long ago. Pushed all the grass up. Still kind of wet in here. And there's a lot of planes today. Alright, let's try to find a spot to... This is actually kind of one of my favorite spots to fish. I've had the you wouldn't think that there's like a particular spot, but the more I fish, I seem to have found a little feature right here, and this is my little indicator. This little divot, this was a good spot for me. I just always have to figure out how to get out there because there's a gap in the rocks and the water, and you always got to watch out for creatures. I don't like the creatures. Oh, there you go. Loose rocks. Be careful out here, guys, if you try this. So before I cast, the water's clear enough sometimes you can see a redfish or something, you know? So you always want to scan before you cast so you don't spook anything off. I don't see anything. I see bait, that's about it. I don't know if I'm gonna catch fish, but I'll put this video up just to give you an idea of how I fish out here. I mean, the water looks so good and the fish are out. I came out here a little later today, so I might have missed the bite. Look, there's something right there. Probably mullet. Bunch of mullet right here, but there might be something else swimming in there. And those rocks, they go out a solid 10 yards. That's why I like to use a popping cork, so I can kind of float the bait over all the rocks. If it was a little bit more calmer of a day, I'd throw a twitch bait or something. But like I said, start the bank, do a little fan casting. Every time. This is tedious. You're not going to catch a fish every cast, but the fish you catch out here, they're typically pretty nice fish. I haven't been let down yet on the fish I have caught. Oh, there's a big school of mullet. Loads of bait, guys, loads of bait. Clean water, bait, and the water's obviously moving, so that's what you want. I'll give it a hard pop, let it sit for a few seconds. Hard pop. The waves will kind of give that shrimp a little motion as well. It's a nice thing about the Undertaker cork too. You can cast it super far. And always be on the lookout. Don't just focus on one area. Kind of scan the water. If you see something crazy happening, that's your cue to kind of go chase it. Alright guys, I'm gonna make my move down to this bridge. Let's see if we can catch something over there real quick. Well, yeah. Alright guys, I'm just walking down the path over here to the pump station. But I see a bunch of bait jumping out there, so I might make a little detour. I was way over there by that tower and I gotta get way over there. One day I'll get a bicycle and make this thing a little easier for me to do, but this is what you gotta go through if you want to fish this. You can definitely get some exercise, that's for sure, if you need to get a workout. Ooh. Alright, again, don't get up there too fast because you want to see if you see anything swimming. I see bait, that's about it. I don't see critters yet, so. I see a lot of bait actually. Sometimes you can get on some higher rocks like this. You got a better advantage of you. Always work it in too, because those rocks go out a good ways. Sometimes those fish are hiding in those rocks and you can't see them. Just kind of waiting to ambush something. It'd be cool if it just happened right now. Oh, I see a lot of bait over there. Again, just fan casting, because there's bait all the way from the bank 30-40 yards out, so who knows where the fish are. I just cast into a school of mullet. last cast. I might actually have to head back. That was a farther walk than I thought it was. But anyway, this is what you have to do if you want to try this style of fishing out. It's a lot of work, but it's rewarding when it pays off. I'm kind of curious to see how late into the winter time you can do this and catch fish. Because I started catching them early spring, or I should say late summer, early fall. The dead of the heat was no go. Like August, you're not catching fish out here. It's too hot. September it started turning on. I did good in October, and November's right around the corner. So stay posted. Or I'll keep you posted, I should say. Just keep watching and follow my Kenner bank fishing journey. It just looks too good out here to not have fish. I think the key too, I just keep talking and rambling. If you can get out here earlier before the sun comes, you know, right when the sun's coming up, that's probably your best bet. Oh, one more cast just because. You start casting a shadow, the fish can see you better, especially when the water's clean like this. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and try to walk down to the bridge. I have enough time for a couple casts. I really want to see what's happening down there. That's cool. So let's go do this. Oh, there we go. I'll spare you guys all the walking. But yeah, there it is. All right, guys, I am here. I was gonna look out for LA 504. He's a YouTuber and he fishes out here a lot. It'd be cool to run into him, but I don't see him. I see a bunch of bait. We're gonna try to catch some speckled trout over here. Supposedly, people are catching a lot of trout just hanging out right here. I think I'm a little late in the game today. The sun's up pretty good, but you never know. I have a few minutes to kill. So we're out here doing the thing. Oh wait, I thought I just saw my... I'm talking to you guys and not watching my cork, and I think I saw it move. So there's definitely redfish and black drum in here, and catfish. You can kind of catch a mixed bag in here if you're patient enough. and you have the time to sit in here and wait. I would think, you know, some cut mullet or dead shrimp on the bottom, something like that. I like using artificial, but I might switch over to some cut bait or something in situations like this, just to see what I can do. I might have to take my little small paddle kayak and try to fish that wall over there. Just launch it right here, combat launch style. I bet there's a bunch of sheep's head over there. Be killer to hook into like a bull red or something. I'm keeping it pretty simple today, guys. I found that using this popping cork is just the most universal and effective way to fish out here. And giving it a nice little pop kind of calls the fish in too. Ooh, if I had a cast net, I wouldn't even need to bring bait. Just throw a cast net out here. I keep saying that. One day I'll do it. Alright, let's make a cast along the bridge and see if we can run into a 504 guy over there. See what's happening on the other side. Alright, we're gonna walk across the bridge. Alright, nothing was happening over at the bridge. Wow, I've never been able to see the water. Like, it's so clean I can see the sand in the bottom right now. Every time I've tried to come out here, I've never really been able to see what I'm working with. But I can see everything right now. This is sweet. Oh, hey, if you got that flounder, it's not in season right now. Really? Yeah, it just closed and it doesn't open up until November 1st. So don't get caught by the game warden. Yeah, that would suck, dude. Some dude over there just caught a flounder. And I think they were gonna keep it, but I don't think word's gotten out yet that there's a closed season for flounder in Louisiana now. It's about right now, which is, you know, late October, and it opens back up in November. I see a flounder sitting right there. That's cool. But they're spawning right now, so it gives them a chance to spawn. That's totally a flounder, or it might be a rock. It's kind of hard to tell. I think it's a rock, but anyway, flounder are spawning right now, so that's why they closed the season, to kind of let them rebound. They took a hit. They either took a hit or they just swam out during a few storms, and now they're coming back in full force. So that's the flounder story. Yeah, I think that's just a rock. Alright, nothing's happening here. Let's move on. Alright, let's just walk down these rocks. Since we can see, I'm going to stop blind casting, and we're just going to try to sight fish. Try to sight fish. Huge parentheses. Let's say that, man. It's just so hard to see him. Everything blends in so well. I'm trying to catch a fish for you guys, but this is the reality of bank fishing. It's not just walk out there, cast, and catch a fish. If it was that easy, everyone would be doing it, right? That's kind of what they say. I kind of like the challenge, though. All right, onward. This is definitely some cool fishing structure, though. I think with the sun being up, the trout are definitely gone. All right, just keep walking the rocks. Keep an eye out for anything that looks a little different. See if we can find a fish swimming. All right, I got about another 15 minutes of time to fish, and then I have to get out of here. But this is what this is what bank fishing in Kenner looks like, guys. It's a lot of work. The payoff's big when it pays off, but it's not a guarantee every time. I've come out here and fished so many times and not filmed, or I should say filmed and not put up a video because I hadn't caught fish. So it's not like every time I come out here and fish that I catch. But when I do, it's epic. For me, a couple reasons. I'm not launching a boat. I'm not launching my kayak. There's a lizard. I'm not carrying a bunch of tackle around. This is me, my backpack, and a fishing pole, and a camera. Pretty much as simple as it gets. Oh, didn't flip the bell. Be awesome to snag a redfish or something real quick before I have to hang it up. I'm gonna try that little point right there. Hopefully the water gets a little deeper. And then I think I'm gonna call it a day. Oh man, well, I'm calling it a day right there because my line just broke. It's a problem fishing at rocks, man. You don't realize how much it nicks up your line. And then you lose stuff. All right. I think I'm gonna tie on a jig head or something and try to catch that back. I have done this before, because I'd hate to lose that cork. and that marker 54 shrimp. All right, let's try to catch my cork back. Oh, might be out of my range. Might not catch any fish today, but we'll try to catch my cork back. Seen a bunch of mullets swimming around, so that might be the key too. Mash the hatch. All right, I need to throw it a little bit more to the left. Oh, I got it back. I got lucky. Whew. I hate losing that stuff, man. Those marker 54 shrimp are not cheap. That's epic. Got my cork back, guys. Oh, that is awesome. Sweet. Let's get all the string up. You have to be careful with these rocks out here, man. They'll cut you off fast. Oh, of course. Okay, there we go. Cool. Just gonna wind all that up and put it in my backpack. Check that. I just bought that cork too. And that marker 54 shrimp. If you're wondering, I am not sponsored by Undertaker Corks. I'm not sponsored by anyone, actually. I buy their products. He has given me a couple things, but I like to support local business. I don't like to take away from local business, so I do buy their products. That's how they make money, man. They wouldn't be giving stuff away all the time if they, you know. I mean, when they get to a certain point, they don't mind throwing a bone your way. But everyone's got to earn a living, man. So, get out there and support your local tackle companies, your local bait shops, tackle shops. Now let's try to keep our Louisiana economy going by supporting each other. Local supports local. That's what I like to say. All right, I'm gonna walk down a little bit farther. Oh man, I had a bunch of stuff following me in. It was needlefish, but maybe that's just what they wanted, something moving a little faster. I'm gonna go to that point real quick, take a few casts, then I gotta go home. Let's see, I think my best bet is to go this way. I haven't quite fished this far over yet, so this is all new territory for me. Oh man, that grass is deep. Hopefully at the mouth of this little pump station area. The water's a little more deep. Let's see here. There we go. Ooh, there's a lot of bait over here. Kind of liking this. This has more potential. It's definitely deeper. Might have to give this a few minutes. Ah, I really like this spot. Oh yeah, I like this spot a lot. I really like this spot. That was epic. Look at that. Man. All right, I'm gonna put my camera down. We just made a video. Check this out, guys. A little rat red. I was just saying I like this spot too. Look at the spots on that guy. I'm gonna try to take care of him as best as I can. But get you guys a good picture of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spots. That's on the Overcast Hyper Minnow. I was telling you guys that's one of my favorite ones. I think they're going out of business though. But man, this is bank fishing 101 for you. Just walk, 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 walk. If what you're not doing is working, try something else. And sure enough, we caught that cool little rat red. We're gonna let this guy go and let him grow. Sorry about that, guys. I write for Marsh and Bayou, my local magazine, and I have to remember to take pictures. I hadn't had him out the water that long, and he's gonna go back just fine. Look, he's gone. Perfect release. Hooked him in the corner of the mouth. He gone. All right, that just made my whole trip. This is a fishy spot right here. I like this. Let's take a couple more casts and see if we can't hang a trout, because that's what I really want to see, if there's some trout out here. But I gotta leave in a few minutes. My wife and I were gonna go hang out with some friends, and that might be my next video. They live by a river, and I might see if I can catch some catfish or something. Yeah. Shout out to the Hyper Minnow. This is like one of my all-time favorites. I don't really push it because I don't think they're in business anymore. But if they are, I think they still carry them in the tackle store. Marsh and Bayou, I think they still have them in stock. This is the Hyper Minnow. I think it's like baby bass. This is like my absolute favorite. I don't even have Procure on it. So I was just swimming it in. That sucker nailed it. Like I said, match the hatch. There's a bunch of finger mullets swimming around. Look at that. I don't know if you can see all his mullet. And that looks pretty much like a mullet to me. All right, I like this spot. This is sweet. As you can see, there's hardly anyone around me. There's some dudes over there fishing. I think one guy caught a flounder. He let it go. And they were catching some small trout from what I heard. Nothing crazy. But that was fun. Let's give this about 10 more minutes. See if we can snag a trout. Or anything at this rate. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. let me know if you like this format. I've had a couple guys saying that they like to see the whole process, the whole deal. This is the whole deal. I mean, I turned my camera off here and there so you didn't see me walking miles and miles, but I think you get the point. Okay, I'm actually really liking this spot. Man, it's a little deeper. It is holding a ton of bait. I should have just came here first. This might be my new little fishing spot. I mean, it's loaded with bait. There's got to be a nice speckled trout here, man. I hadn't seen the water this clean in a long time either. You can see through the rocks in the water. You can see the sand bottom. Oh man, I just snagged on her. Speaking of rocks, that might have ended my day. I wasn't paying attention. I could probably almost walk out there. These rocks are very slippery. I'm not gonna push my luck, it's not worth it. Well, that might end my video, guys. You hadn't seen me snag all day. That's why I fish the popping cork. Because you swim a bait out here, that's gonna happen. See if I can get lucky. I don't think it's coming off, guys. I got it snagged in there pretty good. All right. So there you have it. Bank fishing 101. Persistence. And I will be back at this spot. Oh, that's why. That's why you don't walk on the slippery rocks. That bait is not worth a broken arm or something. So we're gonna call our losses. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned because I did just start a kayak fishing charter. I'm getting it going. If you're in the area, I'll put my card up at the end of the video or in this clip. And you can book with me. I fish from the North Shore all the way down to Hopedale. Oh my gosh, there's a sheep's head right there. Okay. All right. This day might not be a, yeah, you know, I gotta get home. But anyway, you can book with me. If you're out of town and you want to fish the area, I think that'd be a great opportunity for you to get in on some South Louisiana fishing. And yeah, so there you have it. If you try this, as you see, there is no one out here. You have all of this to yourself for the most part. So yeah, if you're interested in booking a trip with me, you can call me up on my cell phone number, send me a text, say, hey Ferg, I'd like to go kayak fishing with you. I'm running a special right now, $175 for 4 hours, and I have about 3 more spots for that special left. My grand opening special price. And then get in touch with me after that and I'll give you my regular price if those spots are filled by then. Until then, until next time, catch you guys later. All right, nice little walk back. Let's check on these dudes, see how they did. It's a nice day out here, that's for sure. Still kind of dealing with my allergies, guys, so forgive me a little bit for that. Coughing, hacking up, all that fun stuff. It's an epic spot. Nope. Fishing with Ferg. A close second, maybe.
Yeah. Do you know him?
No, I wish, man. I'd love to go fish with Marsh, man. He's a legend, huh?
You vlogging right now?
Yeah. Are you guys cool being on my channel?
Yeah.
Sweet. You guys just got out here or what?
I gotta go in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm heading out myself. I just caught a nice little rat red over there. So, I was using a jig, like a swim bait.
That's what I'm using.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm using like a...
You guys using a matrix or?
I'll show you.
I'm just, I don't know, I got the ghost minnow and a scarlet beetle. Just trying to see what happens.
Yeah, man. I had a, it was like a green color, you know? They always say like match the hatch.
Yeah,
you know?
like that?
Yeah, a little bit less than that. That's more like chartreuse.
Yeah, that's what
But, yeah.
This jig head's so light I had to put a bullet weight.
Oh, yeah. You want a heavier jig head?
You got a heavier?
Yeah, man. I'll hook you up.
I'm ready to leave, so
Ah, all right.
I got 10 minutes. I got a baseball tournament.
Oh, sweet. Good luck, man. So you guys take it easy.
You too. Wait, what's your username?